Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss the Encre Noire line from Lalique. I'll discuss each of the perfumes and then I'll tell you at the end of the video one or two perfumes that each of these remind me of, or that I've seen them being compared to online or on YouTube. So basically, the Encre Noire line began in 2006 with the first one here. They're all made by Natalie Lorson, who's a really talented perfumer. And the line centers around vetiver as the main note. I love vetiver, so it was a must for me to at least try this line. And as you can see, I do like the line. I will also say right off the bat, each one of these would be a perfect signature scent. I think that they are that good. So it just depends on what you're really after. I'll start off with this one here, the original. It came out in 2006. I would pretty much consider this like a vetiver Soliflor. It is, to me, the most peppery in the line. Oh, by the way, I don't have Indigo, Encre Noire Indigo, and I have not tried that one either, so I can't speak about that. Okay, so the original Encre Noire, to me, it's the most peppery, it's the most green, it's the most, this is kind of weird, it's the most dry, but at the same time, I find that it has this like succulent, tart, green, unripened fruitiness about it, which can come across as a little bit like smoky. Vetiver can do that. It has this innate dry, so dry that it's almost smoky quality. And I don't like smokiness in perfumes generally, but here, when it's conveyed through the way vetiver is naturally, I really do like it. And I could say the thing that I like the most about it is that it is very peppery vetiver, and I love peppery. I like that quality a lot. So this is a wonderful vetiver perfume, very straightforward, and I said it is very dry, and I would maybe even say it's drier and smokier than Encre Noire à l'Extrême. And a lot of people might argue with me about that or think it's weird, because this perfume, I think it does contain incense in it. It does contain incense. So with Encre Noire à l'Extrême, where this one might feel a bit sharper, this one feels more rounded. A little bit like a powderiness to it as well. It's ever so slight powderiness. And the vetiver is toned down for me. There's also Cypress in here, and I am getting a prominent, like, I'm getting the Cypress. It's coming out to me. I don't know if the original has Cypress in it, but it is, it smells more refined than this. And this does smell refined, but this is even more so. This smells very classy, well made, and it smells luxurious. This is probably the most luxurious smelling out of all three. But if you're like me and you are afraid of smokiness, it doesn't have smoke as a note, but it has incense, and incense can be smoky. If you're afraid of that, I would give it a shot, because I like it, and you might like it too. But it's not as vetiver-centric as the original one. None of the ones in the line are going to be as vetiver-centric as this one. And it's not as dry as this one, like I said before. So that's Encre Noire à l'Extrême. And then my favorite in the line is Encre Noire Sport. So this one, I think Fragrantica says it's a woody aromatic but I think it's like a woody, aromatic, aquatic. It does have a water note in it. And I'm getting more vetiver in here than I am in this one. This is the most crowd pleasing, I would say. It's a perfect signature scent, an everyday scent, more than the others in the line. You could get away with this. It's such a good dumb reach. It has, it feels like it's coming from the shower gel clean territory, but it's more elevated. I don't know why that is. Looking at its note breakdown, I can't really explain why I'm getting that feeling, but it does feel more quality than a lot of other shower gel scents. It has this vetiver inkiness to it. Maybe that's what it is, mixed with the watery notes. I'm not getting the citrus really, but it just smells like vetiver, inky vetiver, watery notes, and there's also cypress in here, and so maybe some of that green dryness from the cypress. I'm not getting lavender though. So that's what I get from Encre Noire Sport. That one is my favorite. I highly recommend this one. It's very clean. Okay, so those are the three in the line that I have and that I'm familiar with. So going back to this one, if you like Encre Noire and you want something that is similar or almost exactly similar, I would say Molecule 03, this one right here, is nearly identical. Smelling them both together, they are so, I think anybody out there would easily confuse them because they are that close to each other. Maybe Molecule 03 is more peppery and a little bit less dry. So this is almost more user-friendly than Encre Noire. I love Molecule 03. I'll also say that if you're the kind of person that likes to wear citrus, as I do, I think that getting your hands on a vetiver soliflor like Molecule 03 or Encre Noire is a wonderful idea, because if you layer the bitter green vetiver with citrus, a lot of times citrus perfumes can be a little bit sweet for me. If you combine the citrus with that green peppery vetiver, it is so complementary, the two. So I would get that one of these perfumes for that reason alone, if you are a citrus lover. This also goes really well with florals, because it adds that green element, especially rose. So that's Molecule 03. That's a good one to do. But, you know, I think this one is usually cheaper. So you might end up going with Encre Noire, the original. There is also Every Storm, a Serenade from Imaginary Authors. That one, this one actually gets compared to Encre Noire Sport, I think. But I would say it's closer to the original. This one is even more dry, very dry, piney vetiver. Less peppery though. Yeah, just more dry, more smoky than the original. So if you like Encre Noire, but you want something more intense, maybe this one. But that's intense in profile. I find that the original is, it lasts me longer, it's better projecting than this one, surprisingly enough. So those are the two alternatives to the original Encre Noire. I have also heard Chanel Sycamore getting compared to Encre Noire à l'extrême. I think Sebastian Yara from YouTube, he often compares Encre Noire à l'extrême to Chanel Sycamore, but I personally feel like it is closer to the original Encre Noire. So if you like Chanel Sycamore, I would place my bets more on Encre Noire. I know there are a few different versions of Chanel Sycamore. There's the original Eau de Toilette, there's the Eau de Parfum, and then there's the Extrait. So I haven't tried all three, but the one that I tried, and I can't remember which one that is, I'm guessing it's the Eau de Parfum. That to me, Chanel Sycamore Eau de Parfum, it smelled closer to the original Encre Noire. And I think it's because it has that stronger peppery, almost green, unripened fruit quality to it. So then if that's not a good alternative to this one, something that I might suggest instead would be one of my favorite perfumes, and that is Terre Eau Intense Vetiver. You can't really see it on the label, but this is Eau Intense Vetiver. This one, to me though, when I compare them, Terre Eau Intense Vetiver is rounder. It's more oily and kind of like a glistening plush feeling. The citrus in Eau Intense Vetiver is stronger. I don't know if there's citrus in Encre Noire à l'extrême. I don't get it, but there is a citrusiness to Terre Eau Intense Vetiver. So that's a difference. But they both have that very elegant dryness, that very elegant dry smokiness. If I had to choose between the two of them, I would definitely choose this one. It's just so, it's such a luxurious perfume. It smells very, very upscale. I still love Encre Noire à l'extrême, but this one has my heart. It's one of my favorite perfumes. So that is an alternative to à l'extrême. Not identical at all, but they have a similar kind of feeling. And I do like that this is not as dry, because I do like dryness, but at a certain point it gets to be too much. And so I appreciate that this does have that feeling to it, but it's not overly so. It doesn't make your mouth feel like it's parched. So that is Terre Eau Intense Vetiver. And then Encre Noire Sport. So since this is my favorite in the line, you would think that I would be most excited to find similar kind of perfumes, and I am. The one that is closest to it, I feel, is a perfume by Molten Brown. It's called Coastal Cypress and Sea Fennel. I think that is a very beautiful, woody, aromatic, aquatic shower gel kind of perfume. And that to me is pretty similar to this one. That one is more spicy though, I find. I can't find my, I have like a travel size of that, so I can't put that in the video frame for you. The Every Storm of Serenade gets compared to this one, but this one is way too dry and piney. This is not dry and piney at all. It does have that watery aspect to it, so it's very different for that reason alone. To be honest, I'm not crazy about this perfume. This is an example of a perfume being too dry for me. So another one that it is compared to is Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. I find them to be, I could see a person saying if you have one, you don't need the other. Grey Vetiver to me smells a bit more elegant, less of the, because I had told you that Encre Noire Sport is more of a, it's like in the shower gel realm, kind of blue like that. I'd say Grey Vetiver is more far removed from the shower gel world, less blue than Encre Noire Sport, and I don't find that Grey Vetiver has any aquatic element to it. So yeah, I guess they are kind of similar. The vetiver in Gray Vetiver is not inky, and it is a bit inky in Encre Noire Sport. Yeah, Gray Vetiver is very creamy to me. It's more like a lotion than it would be like a body wash or a body gel. It's more of like a lotiony experience. It's not very peppery. It's a creamy, clean, very, very, very cleaned up vetiver. There's nothing smoky about it. So that's how I feel about the relation between these two. This is not a dupe of this at all, but they are a little bit similar. So I hope I explained that similarity good or well enough for you. Okay, well, those are my thoughts when it comes to this line. Like I said, it's a great line, very quality, very affordable. If you like vetiver, it's just it's an easy thing to do, I think, to pick up one of these perfumes. Those are my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.